My name is Abby, and this is every point on the map.
So I guess we're headed up this road right here, but it looks like if we jog, we could hit Peoria.
If we jog. Come on now.
Jog to the right.
I don't jog.
So, Quentin,
I don't jog.
how's your first impressions of our little adventure?
I thought it was fun. It was a good interview in a good setting. I liked it. Good point on the map.
Rachel? Solid.
It's really pretty out here.
So full of pity, so full of rage, and we all wonder if you are to blame. Baby, it's not your fault. He should have known that you'd feel the shock, and you're all alone. You're all alone. You will never forget those last 3 words.
Drop it down your shirt, inside your shirt.
Spoken in thoughtless rage.
I got him off and said, I'm
Baby,
not
now
putting these on in this
resonate.
grade.
Oh, now resonate.
Yeah, I wish that we still had school.
Now resonate. Oh, now resonate. What if you wouldn't have said
We had outside.
all of the awful
Abby?
What?
Abby Grace Rollins.
Where you at?
23 East Main, Peoria, Quapaw, Oklahoma. Well, kind of in the middle of Peoria and Quapaw.
You go to school at Quapaw, don't you?
Yes.
My name is Carolyn Rollins, and this is the big town of Peoria, Oklahoma.
How many people live in Peoria, Oklahoma?
I don't know what the amount of population. I don't know what it is right now. That I would say probably between 100 and 150 right now.
I remember this
Hello.
when I was about 3. I was
No.
in the picture tornado, and yeah,
Okay.
and
Okay.
I was being babysitted by my aunt. I call her Mima. She only has 1 leg. And my cousin Daisy was there. It hit. I was not with Mama. And we all got in the kitchen. And me and Daisy got in the cupboards because we were both that small. Now, I was so scared that I am 9 years old now, and I still sleep with my mom because of that.
That was a big night, wasn't it?
Yes.
How did Meemaw get around? Does she have a wheelchair or a
Wheelchair.
Yeah. And so how did she take care of herself during the tornado?
I
Not sure.
No, because one picture I remember is that she was backed in, and we both climbed under her, behind her, and then we got in the cupboard and just was shaking so bad.
She is my little weather person now. If it gets bad, she turns the TV on and she puts it on the weather station. And she will watch the weather and see what it's going to be or do and decide whether we need to go to the cellar or not. Because we go to the cellar up at the community building
Or
now.
over there.
Or over across the street.
Wow, so Abby, you've seen a lot. You saw the tornado when you were 3. You saw your grandma pass away when you were 6, and now you're 9.
Yeah, and here a while back, my brother died.
Oh, wow. That sounds really rough.
Hey, Mom, do you have any pictures of him?
Well, that's Bubba.
What kind of mysteries have you read?
There was one called Mouse Heart. It was about a young mouse that had lost his mother, that was in a pet shop, and he and his brother and sister ventured out and tried to find her. They finally found her at the end of the story, but it was a long journey. They thought that their youngest brother had died at the first of the story, but they found him and his mother at the end. It's really sad, really good.
So at the end,
My mom canned. We had one of the biggest gardens in town because, there were 6 kids. So it wasn't easy, but I never knew I was poor. I never knew our family was poor because everybody in this town was almost in the same boat. I mean, people worked in the mines. There was a few people worked at B.F. Goodrich in Miami. But they seemed just like we did, And in the summertime, well, they would usually, somebody would come, and I don't know who it was, but it was like a little company would come into town. Grocery store building right up here, they would show a movie on the side of that building. And it cost us a dime if you had it. If you didn't have it, you didn't have to pay for it because you just parked your car out there or stood out there, whatever, and seen it. And
I just had a couple of questions. How long ago did Abbey come here? And then both of you can answer, but what has it been like building a family with each other?
sometimes it's rough, ain't it?
Yeah.
But just recently, hasn't it?
Oh.
Well, since I've had her since she was 6 weeks old, it was always like, I mean, after I had her for about a year, it was like she was mine anyway. And I am, and my family is the only family she's ever known. She has talked to her real dad on the phone, 3 or 4 times?
Yeah.
And for some reason, he quit calling, because he would call her and talk to her. I told him that she just wanted to, kind of get to know him. And I don't know why, but undoubtedly there's something that came up that he quit. So, and I told her, I said, it's life. You're going to have to learn to take the good with the bad.
He didn't,
And I said, later, maybe he'll start calling you again.
didn't want to get too attached to me.
That's what he told you. He didn't want to get too attached because he was afraid that he might lose you again like he lost you the first time.
Mm-hmm.
But to be honest about it, he did not know he had her. He did not know he had a daughter until she was 3 years old. But he couldn't have raised her anyway. So, and I happen to have known him because I used to work with him.
Here, around here.
Oh, yeah. In Miami. And he was very pleased that I got her and had adopted her and was raising her, So that, it was a good thing. And like I said, she's just like my own. She always has been. And my mother, the sun rose and set in her. And the only problems that we have had is just lately, she's 9 years old right now, going on 16, 17 years old. She thinks she knows.
Everything. Yes.
She doesn't act like any of it.
See, he just goes on my lap.
You're just a lonely girl.
Yeah, that's her
By
home.
a broken world. You did not choose to
They always
stay.
do that.
Baby, you did not choose to stray.
The protective
Look at their eyes, all of them know all of the pain you try not to show. So full of pity, so full of rage, and we all wonder if you are to blame. Baby, it's not your fault. He should have known that you'd kill the those last 3 words you said, spoken in thought.